What is up? This is the Chig coming at you with another Diablo 4 video. Today we are going to be talking about the best Druid build for leveling. And here's a hint. It's Tornado because it's super tanky and super easy to play. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, we are having a giveaway. As soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away a copy of Diablo 4 or a video game of your choice. Also, don't forget to join us live over at Twitch TV/TheChig Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anyway, let's hop right into it. I'm going to show you what this thing can do, and then we're going to talk about the build. So, this is one of the best places to level up and get things done. This is the Stronghold. Yeah, as you can see here, we are just already decimating everything because this build is silly. And it's tanky. And look, we get loot. Loot! But the reason I like this place is because you get to run around in a circle. And getting to run in a circle and kill mobs is very, very, very conducive to being able to, do everything that you need to do. So we're basically just building and spending. We're going to be just running around doing everything we can to deal as much damage as possible, killing all of the mobs. Obviously, we're going to use our dudes on cooldown to make them jump at enemies. Other than that, that's really it. You can use your trample as mobility. You can use it as DPS. You can basically use it as whatever you want. Just make sure you're keeping your Hurricane on cooldown and keeping your Bulwark on cooldown. Everything else, like, it doesn't really matter. Just you use it as it comes up, or as you can, you know. And yeah, we are just deleting things. Obviously, if you're super strong, you can turn it up to 2, but everybody knows that 1 is the quote-unquote most efficient, so that's what most of us like to do, is hang out on 1, unless we're absolutely just Rick trolling everything, which, you know, right now we are, but I didn't know that was going to be the case, so I couldn't really hop on that. And you can see how fast we actually clear this stronghold, right? And you want to grab these guys because these are all elites. There are elites in these boxes, so you want to break these boxes out, get the elites out of the boxes and kill them. But they're super easy to kill as long as you're running around in a circle while you're doing this. Just toss tornadoes in each direction and you will accidentally break them open and you will accidentally kill the elites. So super easy, barely an inconvenience, right? Like, oh hey look, we're already killing all of the things. Let's knock him into the wall. Look at that, bang. Oh, let's go over here and let's throw our dudes at him and let's throw a tornado or 2 or 3 and he's dead. Right. I think that's good enough to show you guys that this is very strong for leveling. It is really good. Now let's hop over into the build and I will show you what is going on here. So the first thing you want to do is get your way to the end of the tree. And how we're going to do that, we're going to grab Storm Strike. Storms gather around you, dealing weapon damage to the target and causing up to 3 surrounding enemies to take damage as well. You gain flat damage reduction every time you use this, and we're basically going to be alternating between using Storm Strike and using Tornado, so this is going to be up nigh 100% of the time. Then we're going to take Enhanced Storm Strike. Storm Strike has a 15% chance to immobilize the enemies. Immobilize is amazing. We get a lot of things that give us extra damage on Immobilize. And then we're going to grab Fierce Storm Strike. Storm Strike has a 50% chance to make enemies vulnerable. Vulnerable enemies take more damage. We love that. Obviously, you don't have to take that yet because you're going to put 1 point into Tornado. Conjure a Swirling Tornado that deals weapon damage. You're going to grab Enhanced Tornado. Each time you cast Tornado, there's a 20% chance you just make another Tornado, which is amazing. You're going to put a point into Raging Tornado. And we're going to go back over here and put our point into Fierce Storm Strike. Then we're going to pop down here. We're going to put a point into Earthen Bulwark. Rocks around you for 3 seconds, creating a barrier that absorbs damage. Basically just keep this on cooldown as long as you're fighting. And then we're going to grab Enhanced Earthen Bulwark just so it gives us Unstoppable when it's up. So if you're about to go into an elite that CCs, hold it until you're about to fight them, right? Right, cool. So there's that. Let's go back up here. Put 3 points into Tornado just to make it more weapon damage. And we're going to hop down here. We're going to grab Wolves. Wolves are going to be summoning 2 companions that bite enemies, and the active does weapon damage. So the active is just kind of to help you deal more damage to the elites and stuff, or, you know, an enemy you need to kill quickly. Oh my goodness, I promise I'm not bored. And then we are going to put 3 points into Nature's Reach. We're doing 9 damage, 9% extra damage to distant enemies, which is amazing. After that, we're going to pop back up, and we are going to put a point into Heart of the Wild. Heart of the Wild just increases your spirit by 3, but that's going to get us down here, so we can put 1 point into Trample. Trample, basically this is for giving you unstoppable. The knockback is nice, but it gets you out of trouble. We're going to put a point in Hurricane, form a hurricane around you that deals damage over 8 seconds. We're going to do an Enhanced Hurricane, slows the enemies by 2 seconds, about 25% for 2 seconds when they get hit. And then we're going to grab Natural Hurricane, has a 15% chance to make enemies vulnerable, so it's just helping us with our DPS in the long run, right? And then after that, we are going to put 3 points into Elemental Exposure. Your storm skills have a 10% chance to make the enemy vulnerable for 10 seconds. And by 10 seconds, I mean 3 seconds. I don't know where I got 10 there. And then we're going to go down here. We're not going to take any of the ultimates, but what we are going to do is put 3 points in Defiance. Nature magic skills deal 12% increased damage to elites. We are going to put 3 points into Circle of Life. Nature magic skills that consume spirit heal you for 1% of your maximum life. And then we are going to get Resonance. Nature magic skills that deal 2% increased damage, triple this bonus if an Earth skill is the next skill cast, or a Storm skill if a Storm skill is cast. So what you're doing is you're alternating between Earth and Bulwark and your Storm skills, so it's going to make them deal increased damage, which is just a no-brainer, right? And then now we need to spend 1 more point before we can go any further. So let's go up here and put a point into, what should we put a point into? Oh yeah, we should probably max out Tornado, huh? That's probably a good one. Then we're going to hop down here and we're going to grab Perfect Storm. Perfect Storm is amazing. Storm skills that you cast grant 1 spirit and deal increased damage when damaging a vulnerable, immobilized, or slow enemy. This build does basically all of those things. Alright, so let's go back up to the top here. And we are going to start filling in our passives. We are going to put 3 more points into Wild Impulses. Your core skills deal extra damage but cost more resource. And we're going to put 3 points into Abundance. Basic skills grant more spirit. You're gaining more spirit, you're spending more spirit, you're dealing more damage. It's awesome. We're going to put 3 points into Predatory Instinct. Critical strike chance against close enemies increased by 6%. You face tank most of the things in this build. Not going to lie to you. And we're going to throw a point into Preserving Earthing Bulwark, giving you Fortify every time you use it, which is just also a no-brainer. Then we are going to pick up Enhanced Wolves. Wolves deal increased damage to CC dudes or poison dudes. And then we're going to grab Ferocious Wolf Pack. Lucky hit. Your wolves have a 40% chance to fortify you for 5% of your basic life. Just unlucky hit chance to get fortified. Why would you not do that, right? Like, it's good. We have 12 points left. So let's see, what else do we want to get? Let's get Endless Tempest. Let's throw 3 points in here. Increases the duration of Hurricane and Cataclysm by 15%. Because that's not, good with Hurricane or nothing. That's great. And then we are going to throw 3 points into Defensive Posture. Increase the amount of Fortify you gain from all sources by 15%. 3 points into Nature's Resolve. 15% chance when struck to fortify you for 15% of your base life. And we're going to put 3 points into Unrestrained, I think. Yes. Reduce the duration of controlled and varying effects by 9%. Triple this effect if you have Fortify over 50% of your max life. So we're going to have Fortify a lot with this build. It's going to be amazing. This is going to be your level 50 build to get started rolling into Nightmare Dungeons as you get your gear together. All right, there are going to be 3 aspects that I really suggest you get. First one, Aspect of Mending Stone. This is at the Sealed Archives. It's over here near Jirundal, near the Fields of Hatred. The closest, it's kind of the same distance from Kedbardu and from I can't remember the name of the one down here. Actually, no. Just go here from Ked Bardu. So what this one does, the duration of Earth and Bulwark is increased by 6 seconds. In addition, killing an enemy while it is with Earth skills replenishes 8% of your active Earth Bulwark barrier. The barrier's not going to get replenished because we're not killing things with Earth skills, but the duration is amazing, especially since you're fortified, because the amount of damage the shield takes is decreased by your fortify. So that is chef's kiss. All right, aspect of the Umbral. You restore X of your primary resource when you crowd control an enemy. It's going to be over here at Champion's Demise, which is really close to Jirandal. It's really close to that same one we just talked about. So the closest waypoint that you're going to start with is also going to be Ked Bardu. So you're going to run down here, knock this one out. This is going to help solve your resource issues because you have a lot of things that slow. This is going to make it a little bit better. Oh my gosh. Stop it, Chiggy. And the last one that I think you should really get, and this is because you have 2 wolves, which is amazing. Your core skills deal an additional 6% damage for each active companion. So just having this on your gear gives you 12% extra damage. Or if you put it on your two-hander, 24% extra damage. So, you know, do the thing. Also, the closest place is Ked Bardu. So basically run to Ked Bardu, run down here and do all 3 of these dungeons, right? It's going to be Champion's Demise, Sealed Archives, and Bloodstone Crag. They're all right there. So if you're a Druid, do all 3 of these really quickly, really together. So, yeah, that's all I got for you on this one, guys. It's super easy to level a Druid. It used to be a pain in the butt, but having the altar power is just incredible. So, get out there and slay, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope to catch you in Sanctuary. Later.